about that. I had both of them open. Rebids by responder and other sequences. Okay, so we know that a 2/1 bid, after partner opens, a 2/1 bid shows a game force hand. So let's say that Matt and Wendy are playing, and Wendy opens 1 heart. Matt responds 2 clubs. This shows a club suit, and it also says we're going to game, partner. I have an opening hand faced by your opening hand, so we're going to go to game somewhere. We don't know where it is yet, probably, but we're going to game somewhere. Okay. Now, last week we did what happens after the 2/1. So it goes 1 heart, 2 clubs, and then the rebid by opener. This week we're going to look at the responder's rebid. Okay. First of all, I want to say that have a look at this hand here. This is hand A, the first hand I mentioned. It's not in the groups of hands, but in the ones that are just in the notes. Now, your partner opens 1 heart and you have this hand, 13 points and heart support. As we've spoken about a few times, most systems don't have a way of dealing with this as a raise structure. If you're playing Bergen raises, as many people do, then this hand would, 1 heart, any number of support bids that in Bergen, from 6 points upwards, the support bids usually show 4 card support. Here you only have 3 card support, but you're going to get the game at some time. Okay. Now, if you play limit raises, 1 heart, 3 hearts, showing 11, 12 points, this is too strong for that. The old-fashioned forcing raise, 1 heart, 3 hearts, would show this number of points. I mean, most people don't play that anymore. So we're assuming that with this hand you see here, that you don't have a direct way of showing support and a game-going hand. So if you're playing 2/1, 1 heart, you bid 2 clubs with this hand. Now, when you bid 2 clubs, all it says to your partner is, we're going to game, partner. I have clubs. You don't know much else about my hand yet, so rebid your hand naturally, and then I'll let you know in further rebids. Okay, so open the rebids 2 diamonds. They're now showing probably an unbalanced hand with at least 5 hearts and at least 4 diamonds. So you have not directly denied 3 card support. We're assuming if you have 4 card support, you can show it in some way if you're playing Bergen. You have not denied 3 card support in this sequence, unless you have a bid that shows it. Most people don't. So, okay, on your second rebid as responder, well, your rebid, your second bid as responder, now, if you bid hearts, if you support hearts now, this is not preference of the 2 suits. This is saying, I actually have hearts, partner. And I couldn't show it first time around. So the number of hearts that you bid here will depend on the treatment that you and partner have decided to do with fast and slow arrival that we spoke about last week. But in this case, you are now going to support with some number of hearts as your bid. Okay, so if you bid hearts here, this is not a preference for opener suits. If you only have 2 hearts here, you have to find another bid. You cannot support in this sequence with 2 card support unless opener has shown 6. You have to bid your hand to show shape, and there's a fair bit of room if you're playing 2/1. This is probably one of the main differences, people playing 2/1 and people playing standard. when you first adopt 2/1, many people want to race ahead and bid here without taking it slowly when you find it a fit. Okay, so I'll show you another hand. Hold on. I won't show you another hand. We'll go through a couple of hands first. Now, these are the hands that are numbered 1 to 6 and then 7 to 12, etc. on the list that I sent you. So you can only see your hand here as responder. Partner has opened 1 spade. You have bid 2 clubs. Now, the reason you bid 2 clubs here is because you have clubs and a game going hand. So you want to show clubs and a game force, and you can do that in 2/1 by bidding 2 clubs. Partner now rebids 2 diamonds. They have spades and diamonds. Now, what is your rebid, knowing now what you know of this hand when you're playing 2/1?
2 hearts.
2 hearts.
Now, this is a sort of a trick hand. And by the way, the answer is 2 hearts. And the reason it's 2 hearts is if this was a standard sequence, I mean, in standard system, 2 hearts here wouldn't necessarily promise hearts. It would be 4th suit forcing because it is the 4th suit. There is no need for 4th suit forcing in 2/1 in this sequence because you already said we're going to game. You don't need to force to game. But you cannot support spades here because that would show 3 card support in this option. So you bid 2 hearts and see what partner does. Yep, that's spot on. So you would bid hearts here. Now, you're just getting used to playing 4th suit forcing, and Richard Harmon, your alleged teacher, says, okay, we're going to rip that rug from under your feet and say 4th suit forcing doesn't apply here because you're already forced to game. Okay, we'll look at a couple more hands. Okay, now, these probably get progressively harder because that's the way my mind works, I think. Most of these hands are out of my head, by the way. If any of you wondering where all these hands come from, 90% of them are from the little grey cells. Okay, so your partner has opened 1 spade. Forget what you see in the option. You think about this. You now have, how many points you have? 17?
Yeah.
Quite a good hand, isn't it? 17, 18 with spade support, and you definitely have spade support. You cannot see a way of supporting spades immediately or showing support. So what you do is you bid 2 clubs, saying, remember, as soon as your partner bids this, 2 clubs, the little bell goes off in opener's head that says, we are going to game, partner has clubs, I'll rebid my hand naturally and see what partner does next. So opener rebids 2 diamonds. They've got at least 5 spades and at least 2 diamonds. Now it's over to you. This is probably one of the most important bids of the option now because it sets the scene. What you have to do straight away now with your first rebid, with your second bid, or I say straight away in this situation, is to either show or deny support. Okay, partner doesn't know that you have 3 card support. What is the best way to show it here?
2 spades.
Are you going to support spades?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
we're going to support spades. And we want to let partner know that we have support for spades. Now, the crux of this bidding conundrum is, at what level do we support spades? Do you remember we talked about bidding theory last week about how we support spades and fast and slow arrival? I know you've all got your head around that because you're very clever people. And I know you all personally, so I know you're clever. So you're going to support spades. You're going to bid a number of spades. Now, so you have promised 12 or more points. Partner doesn't know yet that you're supporting spades. Using fast arrival, if we bid 4 spades here, what would that show?
Weak.
That's it.
A weaker hand in the lower end of your range that you've shown, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've shown 12 or more and we're going to game. So what do you bid on this hand?
2.
2 spades.
2. Yeah.
Keep it low.
Yeah,
Bid
2
2
spades.
spades. Because you're saying, partner, we can go on here. I'm bidding 2 spades because I have a stronger than advertised hand. 2 spades. If I had a weaker than advertised hand, just the minimum, I'd bid 4 spades and leave it up to you. You're setting the suit for the contract and then leaving it the next step up to partner. You've described your hand, so you'd be leaving it up to partner. Okay, we'll go through a couple more. All right. Partner opens 1 spade. You have decided that your hand is worth a game force here, so that you bid 2 clubs. It says we're going to game, partner and I have clubs. Partner rebids 2 diamonds, which says they have spades and diamonds, probably unbalanced hand. Now it's over to you. First of all, think to yourself, do I have spade support or not spade support?
No.
No. So keep the bidding low and as low as you can, but showing your hand. What do you bid with this hand?
3
2 no trumps, I would
You
be.
bid 2 no trumps. It might be a bit of a rush to go into it. Keep in mind, you're going to get another go here. Partner may have 6 or 7 spades. You don't know this yet. And they might be bidding the diamonds just to show the hand. My idea would be just rebid, just to support diamonds. And partner has a very unbalanced hand and doesn't like no trump. You only have 1 stop, remember? So you bid 3 diamonds. Partner may now bid 3 hearts, saying they have something in hearts, or it could be asking you for a stop. Or they could bid 3 spades, saying I have 6 or 7 spades. Now what do you want to do? Then you can bid 3 no trumps, saying, yes, I do have a heart stop. It's best to, without a no trump type hand, with an unbalanced hand, it's best to show an unbalanced hand in the first place by bidding diamonds, and hopefully you'll get another chance to go to game. You're going to go there anyway.
Yep.
Okay, hand 4. Oh, this one looks more balanced. So partners, 1 spade again. You've said I have 13 or more points, or 12 or good 12. I'm bidding 2 clubs. Partner now bids 2 diamonds. What do you think you might rebid on this hand?
2 no trumps.
I think 2 no trumps. You're saying, I'm suggesting no trumps, partner, as the final destination. What do you think of that? So you bid 2 no trumps. By the way, partner now may bid 3 diamonds to show at least 5-5 in those pointy suits. Partner may now bid 3 spades after your 2 no trumps, mightn't they? Showing 6-4 like we did last week. And if they bid 3 spades, you could bid 4 spades. If they bid 3 diamonds, you could say, bid 3 no trumps, saying, well, I've got good cards in the other one's, partner, so 3 no trumps might be best, even though I've got diamond support. So see what happens. So remember, if partner bids 3 spades after we bid 2 no trumps, they probably have 6 spades. Well, they should have 6 spades because it's 6-4, 6-4-6, like we covered last week. Okay, so, gee, these are easy, aren't we? We'll be playing this in no time. Okay, partner opens 1 heart. We have a game going hand, especially with heart support. Partner doesn't know we have heart support yet. So we bid 2 diamonds to show, got game on, partner, and I've got diamonds. Partner now rebids 2 hearts. Okay, what are we thinking after partner rebids 2 hearts?
4 hearts.
Now, I mean, before that step of what we were deciding to do, We know we're going to game, don't we?
Yeah.
We have heart support. So at this stage, we have to show or deny heart support. The two ways of showing heart support would be getting 3 hearts or 4 hearts. So what would the difference be?
We can.
4 hearts, you're weak, and 3 hearts, you're stronger.
Yeah, fast arrival. By the way, fast arrival is a known component of 2/1. It is in most systems, by the way, but according to most people, Larry Cohen, Marty Bergen, other people who are proponents of 2/1, that always includes fast arrival in a major suit. No trumps is slightly different, but because with no trumps, you want to show your shape and just suggest it to partner as the final destination. With a suit contract, in this hand, you're always going to be playing in 4 hearts, aren't you? Or higher. So probably not higher because partner may have a minimum. So what you do here is you're saying, we know we're playing in 4 hearts. I'm going to bid 4 hearts straight away just to show partner that I have a minimum type hand. By the way, if you count losers, a minimum opening hand is usually 7 losers. So this is a 7 loser hand. Partner will have at least a 7 loser hand. Sometimes they have 8, but 7. Counted as 7, bid 4 hearts. Okay, one more in this set. Partner opens 1 heart. We have a game going hand, as we have every time so far. And partner, we now bid 2 diamonds to show diamonds and a game going hand. Partner rebids 2 hearts. What do we do with this hand now?
2 spades.
Keep it natural. Keep it natural. Partner probably doesn't have spades, but that's not the point of the exercise here. Partner, remember, we sort of don't count reverses as showing extras once we show a game going hand. So if partner had has 4 or more spades, I'll probably rebid spades here. They might go 6, 4, 6. You know, if they've got 6 hearts and 4 spades, they might have rebid 2 spades, wait to see what we did, then show the 6-card heart suit. They've shown their 6-card heart suit straight away and probably saying they don't have 4 clubs, they don't have 4 spades, they probably don't have 4 diamonds, but they may have 4 diamonds but decided to show the length in hearts first. Bid 2 spades, see what partner does. Partner now may go back and support diamonds. Partner may now bid no trumps. Or they may rebid their hearts. They might have a 7-card suit. If they did that, we'd probably have a tendency to play in hearts if they showed a 7-card suit or a longer suit. Because if they're saying, I don't like no trumps much, we'll probably end up in hearts. Actually, I saw an interesting hand when I was watching bridge yesterday, watching one of our pairs play at during the middle of the day. And there was a game going support shown by one of the two with a singleton 2 of hearts after their partner had shown, after a partner had made a jump rebid in hearts. They went to game with a singleton 2 and it made, and it was a very good support bid. So just because you have one solitary trump and it's the lowest one you can imagine, doesn't mean to say you can't support partner. Okay, because we know we're going to game. Now, I must have, and I'm just going to get something else up here because I forgot the order that I had these things. So. Can you still see the slideshow there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard to see what I'm sharing, even with my 2 monitors. But anyway, I want to get the notes up that I sent because you'll notice I said in the notes, oh no, not more bidding theory. Okay. I just want to know where I had that. Okay. It's after the next one.
It's after these hands, yeah.
Thank you, Heather. And there's a few more hands. These ones might be a little bit harder. But, you know, such is the nature of the beast. Okay, partners open 1 heart. You have 3 card support for hearts, but you also have 14 points and you're going to go to game somewhere. You bid 2 clubs to show clubs and a game going hand. Partner now bids 2 diamonds. What is your rebid, do you think?
I think it's probably 2 spades in preference.
No, no
no
preference.
trumps,
Partner
no
hasn't mentioned spades.
No.
On our sheet, it's opening 1 spade.
Oh, it's 1 heart there. On my thing, it says 1 spade.
Yeah, 1
Does it?
spade.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well,
1
there you
spade.
go. There, I knew there was an error somewhere, and points to Penn, Lady Penelope, Thunderbirds a go shilling, and also to Wendy, the phlebotomist Stanford. So there you go.
God, the big words are coming out today, Richard.
I know.
So what should it be?
It should be 1 heart.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 1 heart. Rightio.
1 heart. Let's say it's 1 heart.
Okay. In that case, you're going to go to
Okay.
2 hearts.
Sorry about that. Change your notes. And what do you do now after partner opens 1 heart and you bid 2 clubs?
I think you probably go to
2
hearts.
hearts.
Okay. This is another trick one. You've forgotten 3. Now, the reason I put this hand in here, are we going to play hearts? And people say they don't know. You know why? Hold on a sec.
14 points.
Okay, can you hear me? Because I lost
Yep.
something here.
Yeah, we can now.
Yeah.
Yeah, your sound
Now,
went then.
People are reluctant. People are reluctant to support hearts here because they have 3 small ones. It's the length of the fit that's important. Quantity, not quality. We're going to be playing this in game in hearts.
Oh,
Okay. It looks like. And Gesundheit there, Heather.
Thank you.
So if we imagine we're going to play this in game in hearts, what is your bid now?
2 hearts.
2 hearts.
No, faster.
No.
Right? 4 hearts.
Fast
Yes.
arrival, well
Yeah.
spotted, but
Yeah.
even with your hay fever. 4 hearts. You're going to support hearts and show not much more than you've already shown, and not much more than a minimum. You can bid 2 hearts if you want to, but once you get used to the idea of fast arrival, I'm sure you get better at it. Discuss it with your partner. Okay. It means fast arrival just means when we know we're going to game and we have an agreement, or you're just about to show agreement in a major trump fit, then bidding game immediately shows a weaker hand than bidding support at the lowest level. We're going to game, we have heart support, so you can bid 4 hearts here. Just mull it over a bit and we'll go through a couple more. Hopefully I've got the bidding right on these. Hand 8, partner opens 1 spade, you have 15 points. You bid 2 diamonds because you have 5 diamonds, 4 clubs. Partner now rebids 2 hearts. What are we going to do now?
3 clubs.
3 clubs, yeah.
I think 3 clubs is the right bid. Now, some people want to rush off and bid no trump straight away here. In 2 over 1, there's no hurry just yet. Bid 3 clubs saying, I'm unbalanced to partner. This is not 4th suit forcing because we don't need it. And then if partner now bids 3 no trumps, that's fine. If they rebid 3 spades, then perhaps you could bid 3 no trumps, saying, well, I still don't have spade support, even though you got 6 of them. But if they, after your 3 clubs, they rebid hearts, they'll be showing at least 5-5 in the majors, and then you can bid game in hearts, yeah?
4 hearts.
Okay, remember last week we talked about how to bid and rebid your major, your long 2-suited hands. Okay, hand 9. Another one. We've got 1 spade, 2 diamonds by you, and 2 spades by partner. Remember, Partner knows we're going to game. They do not know at this stage that you have spade support. What is your bid?
3 spades.
3 spades, because you have a better than minimum hand, don't you? 16 and 2 doubletons. You don't bid 4 spades here if you're playing fast, slow rival. You bid 3 spades. Now, have you noticed it's easier to countenance supporting partner with 3 when you have an honour?
Yeah.
Even that last one, we had 5-4-2 in partner suit. And people can't bring themselves to support with little cards. Even though partner may have had ace, king, queen, and we have the same honours this time, people find it a lot easier to support when they have higher cards themselves. So 3 spades is the way to go. Okay, now this one looks trickier. Partners open 1 spade and we have a void in spades, but we have in our hand enough points to game, 14 count. Now, so we decide to bid 2 hearts. That's showing, remember, 1 spade, 2 hearts. The heart bid always promises at least 5. So yes. Now partner rebids 3 clubs. What are you thinking now?
3 diamonds.
3 hearts.
Well, I put this one in deliberately because I thought it would cause some consternation with the rebids. Now, think to yourself, if partner's able, if you're able to show 6-card heart support here, 6-card heart suit here, do you do it straight away or will you still have room to do it later? Now, think of this, the bidding. Now, imagine you bid 3 diamonds, which would seem like the natural bid, and it normally would be. Okay, but think of the continuation. Now part bids 3 spades after your 3 diamonds, because they've got 6 spades and 4 clubs, which is likely. After they bid 3 spades, now what do?
3 no trumps.
3 no trumps.
3 no trumps, yeah, but with a void then. And then partner, this is if you bid diamonds, partner may have 2 hearts and you'll never find out. So this is one of the ones where you may choose to not bid your hand naturally and just rebid 3 hearts. And you'd be within your rights to do it, because what's more important to show diamonds is a very tricky one. And then if you bid 3 hearts and partner now bids 3 spades, then I would probably bid 3 no trumps, even though I'd be doing it reluctantly with a void. I'd bid 3 no trumps after that. But I reckon I'd probably choose to show a 6-card heart suit in case partner has 2. You've already shown 5. It might be more worthwhile or beneficial to bid 3 hearts, but that's the reason I put that one in there, because it looked rather tricky. What I did was I did some random hands, but I set it so one hand was an opening hand and the other hand had somewhere from for these, well, all depends. Sometimes I put 6 plus points or 12 plus points if I want to game force or not, and then I just choose some of those hands. Or I change them around in my head. So anyway, that's that one. Another hand where partners open 1 heart. You have bid 2 clubs because you have a game going hand and 5 clubs. So you bid 2 clubs. Partner rebids 3 hearts. What do you remember from last week's list?
Well, they've jumped.
Not much.
Oh, hello. Is everyone on mute? Are they?
They've jumped to 3 hearts.
4 hearts.
Yep.
4 hearts and 3 spades.
4 hearts.
Now, what has partner shown with their jumped? It's 1 heart and then they've jumped to 3 hearts. So partner has shown a 6-card or longer heart suit headed by ace, king, queen.
Yes.
Okay. So they have 6 hearts to the ace, king, queen. What do you think your best bid is now? 4 hearts?
Hearts.
I just leave it to partner. Just go say, okay, I'm going to game partner in hearts. And if they want to go on, leave it. Now, if you had a bit more here, more than a minimum, you might bid 4 no trumps now, saying, you've set the suit as hearts and we're going to go on. Okay. One more in this little lot. Partners open 1 heart. You have this hand where it's good enough for game, but you bid 2 diamonds now to show long diamonds and game going hand. Partner now bids 2 clubs. What are you thinking?
2 no trumps.
2 no trumps.
2 diamonds.
Okay.
Oh,
3 big diamonds.
okay.
Do not bid 2 hearts because preference doesn't count here. If you bid 2 hearts or 3 hearts or 4 hearts here, you're showing 3 card heart support. So you have 2 choices. You can show an unbalanced hand by bidding 3 diamonds. Sorry.
2.
Hold on. This should be 3 clubs, by the way, not 2 clubs.
Ah.
Because clubs
No.
apparently
Yeah,
are lower than diamonds,
Mm.
according to the last time I looked.
All right. Okay.
That should be 3 clubs. Okay. Opener bids 3 clubs. What now?
3 diamonds.
Do you bid 3 diamonds or 3 no trumps? Probably you would bid 3 diamonds on the way through
Mm.
and see if partner now does something else. They may have 6 hearts still. Okay, so sorry about that one. Now the okay. These are the hand I want to show you about where some people get a bit confused with 2 over 1. Your partner opens 1 diamond and you have this, a game going hand. Now, some people that play 2 over 1 think, I have to now bid at the 2 level to show a game going hand, so I'm going to bid 2 clubs here. This is not right because it suppresses your spade holding and it doesn't describe the shape of your hand, even though it might say we're going to game partner. So this is just bridge. If you have 4-4, you bid the cheapest available. The same as bridge 101. If you have longer clubs, you bid clubs here. But keep in mind what we're going to talk about next. So in this case, just bid 1 spade. You can have, if you bid 1 spade here, you're not saying to partner, we're going to game straight away, but you are saying, I have spades, and then you can describe your hand. This is like going back to standard. This is like playing standard. So you would bid 1 spade here. Now, the reason I mention a couple of these hands is because of Walsh style. Now, did everyone saw in the notes that I mentioned Walsh style?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Now, Walsh style is the theory of when you are responding to partner's opening bid, that you have a preference to show a major before a minor. Now, if you're playing standard with this hand, this is not a 2 over 1 type hand. This is just a response hand. If you're playing standard, you bid the suits up the line, which means the cheapest 4-card suit available if you have 2 4-card suits. If you're playing, standard bridge, you bid your longest suit if you can. 4-card suits the cheapest available. 5-card suits from the top down, the higher ranking. In this case, if you're not playing Walsh style, you would bid 1 diamond here. Now, if you are playing Walsh style, many people would prefer on this hand to bid 1 spade, the 4-card major. Look, like I said in the notes, it has its pluses and minuses. If you have a weak hand, mentioning the major first may get you to a major suit fit before the opponents find their fit, especially when you're weak. Like for instance, the theory goes, if you bid 1 diamond here and then the next hand bids 2 hearts, like a weak jump, that you'll never be able to find a spade fit if you have one because it's got too high. That's the theory. I don't necessarily subscribe to that theory, but that's how it goes. So Walsh style, you might bid one spade here. Playing standard, you would bid one diamond. So it's to do with what you have agreements with your partner. It's very hard to find out playing online if they play Walsh style or not because you haven't got time to ask questions. But anyway, here's another one that some people play Walsh style with. Now, in any system, this hand here, if your conventional wisdom says that if you can show your longest suit of your first bid as responder, you do so. So playing standard, partner opens one diamond. Playing standard, conventional bridge, you bid 2 clubs here because it's your longest suit and you have at least 10 points or at least 13 points, depending on if you're playing 2/1 or standard. So, but this is another Walsh style hand where many people prefer to bid 1 spade first. Now, if you do this, you'll never be able to describe the shape of your hand, no matter how you rebid it. You'll never be able to show 5 clubs. So it's a matter of preference and what you do. Well, my preference would be to bid 2 clubs on this, 2/1 or standard, and go on from there. But many people do play that they bid 1 spade on this hand. And more than you would think. I see it happen an awful lot. Well, it's awful. I see it happen a lot of times. Even one of my partners has a tendency to do it every now and again. Okay, so that's the difference with Walsh style. The reason I want to show you that is because many people play Walsh style. Okay, I'm going to go back to a few more hands now. And you can see that some of these, I've got both hands here. Yeah, I think you can see both hands, and I've got the bidding. But think of you being responder on the right for the first few hands. And you really can't see the hand on your left, the opener, but opener's open 1 diamond. You have responded 1 heart. And the reason you've responded 1 heart is because 4 card suits up the line, even though you have a game going hand. You bid 1 heart. Partner now rebids 1 spade. What is your choice of bid now?
2 clubs.
Okay, this is a sort of a trick bid because if you're not playing, if you don't have a hand that you can show 2/1 immediately.
3 clubs.
No, 2 clubs here would be 4 suit forcing. Even though it's a genuine,
Right.
even though it's a genuine club suit that you have, bid 2 clubs. Partner will know we're going to game. Partner knows that you have less than 4 spades, game going hand, and that you have hearts, and they're not sure about your clubs. So you bid 2 clubs. Now, what will partner do with this hand? If you look at the one on the left now, they'll probably just simply rebid 2 diamonds because they're stuck for a bid too, and they don't have a club stop, and they don't know that you have one. After that, you can bid 2 no trump to say, I'm suggesting no trump's partner. I have a fairly balanced hand and I have a club stop of sorts. So what do? So you bid 2 no trumps here. And then partner may bid just 3 no trumps, and that's where you'll probably play anyway. Not saying that it'll make, but that's where you'll play. Don't you think?
Yeah.
For better or worse. Okay, couple more. Partner opens 1 diamond. Same deal. You have a game going hand and you want to, but you don't want to bid 2 clubs straight away. You want to bid 1 heart up the line, first available. And now partner rebids 2 diamonds. So now you have a choice. What do you do now?
Probably 3 clubs.
3 clubs? You could bid 3 clubs saying, now remember, keep in mind one thing here. You haven't shown a strong hand yet. You've only shown 6 points with your 1 heart. So if you bid 3 diamonds, partner will probably pass. If you bid 3 clubs and your agreement is that a new suit at the 3 level is forcing to game, 3 clubs is the best bid. If you want to show a balanced hand and say, I like no trumps here, partner, you can bid 3 no trumps. And here it would be 3 no trumps, not 2, because partner doesn't know you have a game going hand yet. So keep that in mind, what partner knows and doesn't know. So bid 3 clubs or 3 no trump.
Richard, you've got 2 kings of diamonds there.
Well, that one isn't supposed to be there. And thank you for noticing, Mr. Byrne. And I know which one's not supposed to be there, by the way.
Yep.
It's this one over. Hold on. No, I don't know which one's not supposed to be there now. But yeah, it's a strong pack, this one.
Yeah.
The next hand got 2 jacks.
All right. Well, there you go. It mightn't have in the. I'll have a look.
I was definitely going 3 no trumps with 2 kings of diamonds.
I reckon it would. You got how many stoppers does that give you? And it doesn't give you any extra. Okay. Now this one has 2 jack of hearts, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I did notice this, and I changed it on one of them, but not on the other, apparently. Forget that's the jack of hearts. And we call it something else. You bid 1 heart here. Partners rebid 1 no trump. Now, forget that you have 2 jack of hearts. The hand on your right, keep the same shape. The hand on your right, where you have 5 hearts, 4 spades, you've only shown 6 points. How do you bid this hand?
3 spades.
2 spades.
You can. Is that forcing? What's your agreement with partner?
I think 3 spades would be forcing.
Okay. Or what's your agreement with partner in this sequence? Partner shown 12 to 14. The stunned silence would suggest that you don't have an agreement with partner here
You're right.
on what the bidding would show. So if you use check back, go back on the lessons that we had last time. They'll be on YouTube if you haven't seen them. If you use check back here, a bit of 2 clubs by responder would say, tell me more about your hand. I have at least 10 points. But if not, research or work out what you do with this hand by bidding 2 spades or 3 spades or 3 whatever, just to force your partner to bid and what is forcing or not forcing. And I'll see if I've managed to escape any duplicate cards here. This hand, your partner's open 1 diamond and you bid 1 spade. Partners rebid 2 diamonds. Now, partner doesn't, keep this in mind, partner doesn't know that you have a game going hand here. You've only shown 6 points and 4 spades. So what do you do after this one?
3 clubs.
3 clubs is the way to go. Some people think 2 or 3 spades. It doesn't show the strength of the hand. And if you bid 3 spades, it probably shows 6 and locks you into a spade contract. I think 3 clubs. If you bid 3 clubs here, it suggests you're going to game. It also implies that you might have 5 spades. So if you bid 3 clubs, partner will now, with 3 card spade support, will bid 3 spades. If they don't and they bid 3 no trumps, just wear it. If they just rebid, if they now, because you're forced to game, they can now bid 3 hearts because they don't have to worry about, by the way, the reason they didn't bid hearts in the first place is because it would have been a stronger hand than this as a reverse. But if you bid 3 clubs saying game, we're going to game, you suit at the 3 level, partner has no worries about bidding 3 hearts, and then you would have no worries about bidding 3 no trump because partner would have denied 3 card spade support by this stage. Okay. I think they were the only 2 where I noticed with the duplicated cards. that I thought I might have changed, and I may have in one of these versions. Okay, this hand, it's another interesting hand, isn't it? And your hand's balanced. You don't know partner's hand is unbalanced yet, but you have a game going hand. Partner's open 1 heart. You're forced for 1 round with 1 spade, but that's only showing 4 spades and 6+ points. Partner doesn't know the rest yet. Partner decided to make a fairly safe rebid of 2 diamonds. Now you need to force to game. What do you do with this hand?
3 clubs.
Clubs.
3 clubs. Remember, if you bid 3 clubs here, it's 4 suit forcing. So that means even if you had 5 spades and 3 clubs, you'd still bid 3 clubs, go into game. And the reason it's 4 suit forcing is you haven't forced a game yet. Okay. By the way, if you don't play 4 suit forcing, you'd still bid 3 clubs. But what would you do if you don't play 4 suit forcing and you had a 5-card spade suit and a 3-card club suit? You wouldn't just rebid spades. You'd have to jump to 3 spades, because a bid in spades here shows 6+ points. So if it goes 2 diamonds, 2 spades, you're still only 6 to less than 10 points. So you want to force the game on this hand. So a bit of new suit at the 3 level, which in this case is 4 suit forcing as well. Okay, one more for the this penny section. Partner opens 1 club. You have another good hand. You bid 1 diamond up the line. Partner now bids 1 spade. So they have an opening hand, and they have at least a number of clubs and at least 4 spades. Now, when you think about it, you don't know a partner's hand. They don't have 4 hearts, and we know they have 4 spades. So they may have support for diamonds, but they probably have a genuine club suit as well on this bidding. So what do you do with this hand?
So the 2 hearts or 2 no trumps.
Yeah, I think that's right. If you are confident that you know where you're going to play in game, you can bid 3 no trumps here. 2 no trumps would not be forcing.
Oh, okay.
Because you haven't shown a game force hand. Don't forget, we've only shown 6 points so far.
Yes, but if
So,
you
3 no trumps.
but if you're jumping from 1 spade to 2 no trumps, that's a jump, isn't it?
Yeah, still only shows 11, 12 points.
Does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're a responder. You're not an opener, so you're showing 11, 12 points.
Right.
So it's not game going. You have to bid 3 no trumps here to show a game going hand in no trumps.
Right.
Or what's possibly best is to bid 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Partner, what would partner bid after you bid 2 hearts?
2 no trumps.
3 clubs.
I don't think so. People have this obsession with no trumps, and even if they don't know how to play them properly, they still like to bid them, which is. So I think with this hand, people. By the way, have you noticed that this does happen a lot? People want to bid no trumps when they don't have a fit, saying, "Oh yeah, we'll play a no trumps because we don't have a fit." Well, I think in the first instance, no trumps is with the balanced hand. So if you bid 2 hearts here, game force suit forcing, the correct hand, the correct bid on the hand by opener would be 3 clubs, not no trumps. You go into game, but they want to show they've got a 6-4. So they want to show an unbalanced hand. It's you've got the balanced hand and can now bid 3 no trumps, saying, look, partner, I know you've got the black suits. I've got the red suits well covered. 2 or 3 stops in both of them. I'll bid 3 no trumps. So that's how I think how the bidding would go. 2 hearts by responder, 3 clubs by opener, showing the unbalanced hand, and then 3 no trumps by responder. I think that's how you'd bid it. Okay, I've got a couple more here, just when you thought it was safe. Another interesting hand. Partners open 1 club. you have a great hand here, but a void in diamonds. And you have 14 points. You bid one spade. The reason you bid one spade is because you have one suit longer than the others and you can afford to bid it. So you bid one spade. Partner now bids one no trump, which would show 12 to 14 balanced. So if they're 12 to 14 balanced,
Richard, I'll be back in a minute.
all right. If they're 12 to 14 balanced, how do you show a strong hand here with what you have?
2 hearts.
Three hearts.
2 hearts would not be forcing. If partner had heart support, they could just drop.
Yep.
You
Yep.
haven't shown points yet.
Yep. 3 hearts.
What do? So there's 2 options here, I think.
Oh,
3 options. You could bid 3 clubs,
mm.
but you want to emphasize your majors. So you could bid 3 hearts, saying I have at least 5 spades and at least 4 hearts. Or you could bid 2 clubs or new minor forcing as check back. So it all depends here. So if you don't play check back, you'd bid 3 hearts, I think, saying this is what I have. Partner will just go back to 3 no trumps anyway on the look of it. And you think, oh, well, I'll give up. You play it no trumps, partner, and go from there. But you want to describe your shape first. Okay. This could be the last one. Okay. Partner opens 1 diamond. You have 5-5 in the majors. Partner doesn't know. By the way, this time you don't have a game forcing hand. You only have 10 points. But you've only shown 6 points when you bid 1 spade. The reason you bid 1 spade is because you're 5-5. So you bid the higher ranking suit first. So it goes 1 spade. Now, 2 questions here. What would opener do after they opened 1 diamond and here you bid 1 spade? Don't rush me with answers. I can't cope with all the, you know. What would opener do?
2,
How many points they have?
17.
18 and a singleton. They've got over 20 points.
Mm.
Do they have enough for game opposite your 6+ points?
Mm.
Okay. So what would they bid? I think there's only 2 choices here.
4 spades.
They either bid 4 spades or 4 clubs if you play splinters. If you bid 4 clubs, it would show a 20-point hand, spade support, and a singleton avoiding clubs.
Yeah.
Now, some people might rush off into 4 no trump straight away. That's okay, but if you want to show 20 points, just bid 4 spades. And then, by the way, imagine that responder hears 4 spades by opener, and they revalue their hand. How many points do they have now?
16.
Mm.
Well, at least 14, wouldn't they? High card,
Yeah, 14.
a singleton is 13, doubleton is 14. But their partner shown 20 and they've got 14. Do they go on?
Yep. 4 no
They
trump.
do. And they bid 4 no trumps. And if you're playing Roman key card, you're asking for key cards in spades. Partner would show 2 key cards. Remember, you can't see the left hand, the opener's hand. They would show 2 key cards without the queen of spades. So they could have the ace of spades of these 3. They could have 2 of these 3, ace of spades, ace of hearts, and ace of clubs. By the way, this is why we play splinters, some of us. If you can only see the responder's hand, you have a worthless doubleton club now and you don't know partner has a singleton. You hope that partner's got the ace of clubs and that the queen of spades drops when you bid 6 spades, don't you? By the way, you know there's 1 ace missing and the queen of spades missing. So if you were the responder knowing you have an ace missing and the queen of spades missing, would you bid 6 or just stop in 5?
I'd bid 6.
Bid 6
Yeah,
anyway, of course you would. Bid 6 anyway and hope that partner either has the ace of clubs or a singleton, which you don't know about, And by the way, if you don't get a club lead, you should be able to pitch your clubs on the diamonds if you get one of the other leads. And then if you get a club lead and the spades don't break and you can't pick it up, when you go one off, that's the worst that can happen. If you do get a club lead, if you don't get a club lead, you can win the ace of diamonds, cross the dummy with a trump or whatever you like, play 2 more rounds of diamonds and pitch 2 clubs. And you won't lose the club, and then you don't care if you lose the queen of spades.
Yep.
You still try and pick it up anyway. The other thing, there might be a heart shortage. If you've got 9, there could be 4-0. But anyway, I reckon this is about a 70% or higher slam based on all those things. So yeah, I'll be bidding it. I opened 6 clubs on a hand last night. It did go down 2, but I still opened on it. There's a hand with 8 clubs to the ace, king, queen. Do you remember that one from last night, you folks that played? And it was a 10-trick hand. I went in with 10 tricks, and I came out with 10 tricks. It was
I bid
clubs.
4. I think I bid 4 on it.
Oh, Heather, what's wrong with you?
Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all.